Okay, dear viewers, here today is Saturday. I'm here at Mr. Ray's factory, alcohol factory, where he distills alcohol using African technology. So I've come to see how he does this practically using African technology. I told you remember, he gets this alcohol from the bananas. As you see, he planted very many of them here around. So he doesn't lack resources for this. And it is purely organic alcohol. And these are the drums where he puts the juice. After peeling the bananas, he puts the bananas here, he mixes some water, then he mingles, he mixes, and then he covers for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, and then fermentation goes on. Fermentation goes on, and then after those 2 weeks, he comes and yes. So he gets this juice, which is called beer, local beer. It is local beer, and now this has been here for 2 weeks, and now it is now ready for boiling, yes. And then we get alcohol. So it is this, and then he puts in the drums. These ones which you see, he heats them. He puts 6 jerrycans in each drum. Here there are 4 drums, and he puts 6 jerrycans in each drum, and then he leaves some space in it such that the evaporation goes on, and then he connects with the tubes, copper tubes, which take those the vapors, and the vapors go into the cooling system in these tanks here, which are there, and then again the cooling system with the pressure brings back the liquid here, which is now the alcohol, which has already turned into alcohol.
Called waraji.
Yeah. So this is what we are seeing, and the jerrycans are ready. Anytime we are seeing alcohol coming out, because already the process is going on. Come and show this. I'm going to go again. So this is the system. The tanks are there. So say some. Okay. So this is what you are seeing. Mr. Ray very busy putting in local fire, using local firewood to boil, and then distillation goes on scientifically, but using the local technology, using local knowledge, using local African brain power. This is what we are seeing. So Mr. Ray, tell us, tubulire enkole eri etya kakati mu kidomola mu buli people tekamu ebidomola bimeka
kakati oluvannyuma okuba nti omwenge gukuze teekateeka zino epipa nepipa zemulaba wano ezebasi wano kwati wano wetuli tugiyita factory.
Factory eno
factory
kati tufumba mwenge.
Yekyusa omwenge mu bupipa obwo ntuguyiwa mwene pipa netugufumba negujja ate omwenge guno netugusibako enseke zino nezigenda mu mazzi kati enseke zino zezikyusa steam oli omukka guli oguva mu mwenge guno nga gutokose guli munda omukka guli gweguvaamu walaji naye nga walaji akyukira mu nseke muli mu ddaamu enseke zino zikyusa steam oli nezimufuula walaji.
Very interesting. So Mr. Ray is telling us getting the bananas which are in green color, then he covers them for 2 days, 3 days, then they turn into yellow from okay. So this is what we are seeing. The yellow bananas were mingled and mixed with water, and now they are ready to be squeezed to get beer, to extract beer. It first becomes juice, and then we get juice out of it. This is what we are going to sing, and then we shall keep it for a week or two, and then we get beer. It is that beer which we shall take for boiling, and then the distillation of alcohol takes place. So interesting to see. That is how Mr. Red does it. So now we are going to squeeze juice from these yellow bananas after fermentation of 2 days, and the mixture was done on Saturday. So by now the 2 days are over, and we are going to squeeze it to get juice. When I get ready,
okay, yes.
Mutambula muko wano boti tulaba. Nebba kwe obere ng'ogiraba bakugiraba?
Ngiraba.
Nako tulaba?
Ndalaba.
Okay, what we are doing, we are squeezing juice. We are seeing juice. Yes, from the mixture of the yellow bananas with the water. And now we are having juice. So nice. Beer juice.
Yes.
It's sweet. Yeah. So nice. Yes. You see, lot of juice. We are getting. Very interesting. Very interesting to see. Lot of energy. One needs a lot of energy. Wow. So again. Wow. Okay. Kalikona wali wenagana na wali. So we are seeing Mr. Ray now squeezing juice. This is the juice. You see how much it is? So nice. So sweet. Yes. So it is this juice which we are going to put in the drum, and then covers. Yes. This is what we are seeing. So nice. Very hectic work, but it brings joy to very many people in the set. This is where we get alcohol from this juice. This is what we are seeing. Okay. So after this, show this. So these are the residues. After squeezing the juice, we get this as residues. So these are the wastes which you put to germinate. Here the bananas get fertilized, and you see a very strong stem which brings a very strong banana and bunch. So this is what we are seeing. I'm so happy to see this. So nice to see this. Yes. So this is what we are seeing. Yes. From this that we get the alcohol. This is the banana, the green one. Then after like 2 weeks, 2 days, it turns into yellow. Then it becomes yellow banana. But now it is called green banana. And we get juice from this one. And then we cover it with the tarpaulins here. We cover them. And then they get heat for 2 to 3 days. Then they get yellow. Then from there, then we peel them, and then we put them in the drum, and then we mix, and then we cover. Okay. Okay. So after peeling the bananas, they are now put here in this drum, and fermentation is taking place. Okay. Then later on, in a few days, they have to mix it with the water to the breeze.
Go gasono kumala wo mwezi tigononeka.
Agali yao. Okay.
Tigononeka.
Okay. So now he's now mingling the yellow bananas which was peeled 2 days ago, and then after mingling he's going to put water, mix it with water, and then he covers the whole thing for fermentation to continue. Okay, so distillation is going on. You can see pure alcohol coming out now. Pure alcohol is now coming out.
Kakati ayaka
okay
kati akola bwati it's fire
see much kole okay to show that it is real waragi okay okay, so he says to ensure that it is real alcohol, it is like a real spirit. It is like a real petrol. Yes. So he pours it in the fire and so you see the fire increases. See the fire increases. Interesting. So there one is sure that it is real alcohol now. It is pure alcohol now. Alcohol original. It has started to come out. Okay. This is so good. This is so interesting to see. So this is what we are seeing at Mr. Lay's factory, and so interesting to see such an organized kind of work. The main activity that most families do here in this village, and they earn their living from the sale of alcohol, which they sell to bars, they sell to other factories or industries which make other products out of alcohol. Yes, I'm made to understand that it is again this alcohol that is used to make other drinks, energy drinks, like a vodka. Like a vodka. Yes, the Uganda Waragi is also used. Is also made from this drink called alcohol, and so many other products. Sanitizer is also made from this alcohol, and so many other uses. Okay, kakati osubidde ogambye mu ddwala mutekamu ebidomola 6 osubidde kujjamu bimeka ebya Waragi?
Ebidomola 1.
Okay, it says from 6 drums, jerrycans which are put in the drum, he gets only 1 jerrycan, 20 liters. From that means 20 liters of alcohol. That's what he gets. Okay, from these 16 jerrycans of beer which is boiling. Okay, that is also important to know. Kakati oyinza tubuulirako that is your pure Waragi, pure alcohol. Okay, that is pure alcohol now. Wonderful to see. Okay, just bubbles. That's interesting. That's interesting. It is also another way to know that this is pure alcohol. It brings up bubbles, and it is cold because it is from the cooling system there. Okay, now so what he's doing is now trying to cool down the fire, because he says the liquid has already got to the boiling point, and then he wants that the pressure goes on to push the liquid out using the real heat which has already been gained. That's why he controls the heat using this local method of cooling the water down. Okay, cooling the fire down. Okay, so he pours the water, the firewood, or he removes the firewood completely out, such that the heat is now yes. Okay.
Wegutukanga makati natagutuzzamu omuliro mpola
okay
kubanga ebe ekakanya obusungu
okay
kati okwewala omwengo afugulyo okwonooneka oba okubuuka tulina ogukakkanya.
Okay.
Ogukakkanya. Ne kubanga guli ku bbugumu ne kubanga tusobola okufuna.
So it is so important to regulate the heat, to regulate the pressure. That's how he does it locally using the water. Okay, I'm back here at Mr. Paul's factory. After cooling, after now distilling the alcohol, the desired jerrycans have already been got. Now he's trying to withdraw the pressure to cool down the system such that they go and rest. And this is what he's trying to do. Is now releasing the liquid, the residues after extracting the alcohol, and then the residue becomes ammonia, which will be used. Yeah, that is what you see. That's what you see. That is what you see. That is what you see. Okay, that is the ammonia. It's now withdrawing. The residue after getting the alcohol is now ammonia coming out. Yes, which is now, it was formerly beer and it has been boiled and the alcohol has been extracted, and now we have ammonia as the residue, and it's going to be reused. It's going to put it again in the drums, then mix it with the sugar, and the process continues. Okay. So he's now putting more beer for boiling. After removing the other ammonia, the residue, now he's putting more beer, another jerrycan, 6 jerrycans in each drum, and the process continues. The process continues. So interesting to see how alcohol is made using African technology. It is so manual. Most of the activities done here are done manually, with no computer, no machine, no what. Everything is done manually, as you see here. It's good. What you're seeing again, they are withdrawing now the residue, which is in form of ammonia. It is called ammonia. And the alcohol has been extracted. A lot of alcohol has been got. So now the drums need to be cooled down, but they have to retain some more liquid. That's why he has to put back some cold water or cold ammonia, such that the drums don't get burnt. Okay, so interesting. Oh, okay. This is the second site of Mr. Ray's factory. It is the same process that is going on. It's okay. Now he's putting more beer in the drum, which is going to be boiled, and we get more alcohol. Each of these drums has produced 1 jerrycan, that is 20 liters of alcohol. However, they put 6 jerrycans of beer, and they extract only 1 jerrycan of alcohol, which is 20 liters. So that means from 120 liters, 1 of beer, 1 gets only 20 liters of alcohol. This is how serious this worker is. How serious this worker is. So this is now beer from the drum, now to this from this plastic drum, and then they put it to these metallic drums, and then the distillation continues as we see. So interesting, so interesting. Okay, so that's how he does it. That's how he does it. And more beer has been put. Okay, kademo kanyonyolako. Okay.
Kakati. Oluvannyuma kati olumu otwaka okuzza amunono obujja afuuke mupya tuddira ebidomola 4 oba 3
ebya amona
tubiteekamu ntiwamu ebbafu ya menvu.
Okay.
Ebbafu ya menvu
agawedde okusottebwa.
tugayiwamu tuzaako amazzi tumala okuzaako amazzi tuleeta sukaali waffe oli netuyiwamu
kiro 5 zonna
kati awo
ntubika
notabula omwana
nobika kumala nnaku meka?
weeks 2.
Okay. So Mr. Ray is now explaining how they reprocess this ammonia, which is now the residue. After extracting alcohol, they get the residue, which is called ammonia. But that ammonia is not wasted. They reuse it. After mixing sugar, which is here, 50 kilograms of sugar, then he adds more yellow bananas, a full Benson, those are around 20 kilograms of yellow bananas, and then they mingle, they mix, and plus some 3 jerrycans of water, that is about 60 liters of water, pure water. Then they mix and then they cover for 2 weeks, and fermentation goes on, and at the end of the day they'll be getting more beer, which they'll be putting in the metallic drums, and then they boil. Distillation continues. This is what it's telling us. What we are seeing, we are back here at the distilleries factory. Over the weekend they have been distilling, and they have already got some alcohol, and then now the process continues. The ammonia which they got, that is the residue after getting alcohol, then the residue becomes also is reused, and this is what we are having now. So now the process continues, and they are boiling again more 2 drums to get more alcohol. This is what we are seeing, and it is so important to see that the process continues. One who is in this activity should never grow tired, because it has got to be continuous. It has got to be continuous. The firewood should be available all the time, and then one should be willing to be all the time on the work, 24 hours, until everything is finished. So this is what we are seeing. I'm happy to be back here, and I'm seeing the process is continuing. So this is the ammonia we are talking about. After getting alcohol, so they put the ammonia again back here. This is the residue, and they mix water here, 3 jerrycans, that is 60 liters, and then they put sugar, 50 kilograms of sugar here again. Then they put a Benson, those are around 20 kilograms of bananas. Then they mingle, they make that mixture. Then they cover.
After
okay, then they fill the whole drum with water. Then after they cover, and it takes 2 weeks to get more beer. And this in 2 weeks it will be beer. Beer, and then it will be now put back in the distillation process. So this is what goes on. Yeah, very interesting. Pause. So these 2 drums don't have more beer, and they are not going to be used. So he has to disconnect the copper tubes from the drums, such that the vapor just, even when the heat is reaching these drums, nothing comes out, and for these 2 drums. So that is the process we are seeing. It is only the other first two drums which are going to be. Disconnected now, the copper pipe, that is what we are seeing. This is what is happening. Very dangerous activity, full of substance, but one has to be very careful. Here, such that life is preserved. It is a very dangerous activity, but very important for the happiness of humanity, of course. And when they hit, nothing will be getting out. So you have to Very dangerous indeed. One has to be careful. Too hot, very hot. Very hot, very hot, very hot. But it's now cooled down.